All right, folks, hopefully we've gone live, so hopefully a few of you will start to join in the next little bit. We're just trying to go live just 30 seconds or a minute before past, just because it takes a little bit of time to folk to catch up and tune in. So chill out for a moment, enjoy this next 30 seconds, because then we're going to get into the session. We are going to do the same session as last week. So there's the same 3 exercises in each round. We're just going to work a little bit longer. So last week we worked for 20 seconds on each exercise with a 10-second recovery. Today we work for 25 seconds with still a 10-second recovery. So still doesn't sound like a lot more, but cumulatively it will be. So just pace yourself and do what you can do. Okay, right. I think we're just about ready. We're good to go?
Yes. It's time to let people feel at home late for class.
Anthony's firing in. It's just like normal, right? Who else is normally late? Angie's normally quite late.
Yeah.
Apart from that, most people are
On time.
Doesn't really matter. Just saves you missing this kind of waffly warm-up bit. Right. Hopefully enough people have joined in. I need to go to that look at the camera bit. My mum gave me a row for this talking bit at the beginning. 9. Okay. I think we're going to start with 9.
Yeah.
Okay, all 9 of you there, but one of them's Andy who's not joining in. Okay, let's go easy jacks. So hands high and nice and soft in the knees. Good. Take it easy. Don't jump too high just to begin with. Lift those arms up. Then go back to down to an easy jog. So just starting to move a little bit. Don't know how your Mondays have been. A-okay? Fair to middling? Much the same as your other days. Okay, take a lateral lunge. So go sideways this time. Move a little bit further apart, you see. Okay, just go regular squat. Or ditch that. It was proving too challenging. Okay, on the next one, slow it down. Stay in your squat. Walk out to a plank. Hold in your plank. Squeeze your belly button in. Good. Soften the knees as you walk back up. This time do a squat and a knee lift on each side. Okay, and then come down into your squat. Walk out into your plank. Hold that high plank position. Squeeze your belly button up and in, and then come back up. 2 knee lifts again. So squat, knee, then come down, walk out, high plank, soft knees, walk back in. We'll do one more like that. Squat, knee, sit, walk out. Okay, last time. Back you come. Okay, go bounce and kick your heel up behind you. So 1 foot, and then jump and kick your heel up behind. Good stuff. You alright?
Yeah,
sore legs. Okay, change that to knee lift. So bounce and knee. Same thing. 1 bounce on your foot, and the other knee lifts up. Sore legs. Walking, running?
Walking, cycling.
And cycling is that bike.
I think that's why Mondays are quieter than Wednesdays.
Because people are tired, yeah. Take that down to a walk. Yeah, my legs are a bit sore today, I'm not going to lie. But just more like achy, like I've worked achy, not sore actually. Sore would be wrong.
Okay.
Like
Tired legs.
Yeah, sore is like they're hurt.
Yeah, no, tired legs.
Tired is like, hello. Okay, take it into reverse lunge. Slow it down. Sit nice and deep. They felt fine until I tried to ride a bike again. Right. How are we doing, folks? Okay, you're going to come into a wide squat this time. So, and you're just going to simulate your squat jack. Is the word I'm searching for. So tap the ground with 1 hand. Then there's a little bit of rotation too. Okay, final one. Okay, so we're going to do a little fast beat burpees to warm up. Yes, you are going to do it. If you're that insistent that you don't like burpees, fine. You're going to give me 2 jumping jacks instead, okay? But if you can do a burpee then, or an approximation to one, then that is all good, okay? Your burpee doesn't need to look particularly pretty, just have a go. Okay, so we're going to go fast feet. When I say drop, you jump down into your burpee and come back up to fast feet. Fast feet just being running on the spot, little tiny steps. Ready, set, go. So little tiny steps, just nice and light on the balls of your feet, and then drop. So come down and then come back up again. Good stuff, okay? So when you drop, bend your knees, place your hands out in front, kick your legs back behind you into that plank. Drop, so jump back and lift up. There we go, good stuff, you right? We good? Keep those legs and feet moving. Keep the arms moving too. You ready again? Drop. Good stuff, okay. We're going to do 2 more. Remember, you can do those 2 star jumps if you really don't want to do the burpee. Drop. Last one, drop. Good stuff. Okay, so first round of exercises. Squat jacks, I'm out of breath. Triple bear, and just a regular plank. Squat jacks, we did a walking version in the warm-up. So you got a little bit wider stance than your regular squat, and you're going to touch the floor and then jump your feet in. So tap, jump your feet in and tap down. So slow motion looks here, a little bit quicker is there. Triple bear on your hands and knees. Try and make sure your knees just come a tiny bit above the floor. Walking version is here. Step to the side, step middle. Jumping version is like so. Held version is there. Then your plank is like so. On your hands or on your elbows. Right, 25 seconds work. Oh, and Andy, we're going to do 8-minute abs today. Just because I only had 8 moves. Right, we are going to do it for a minute each though. Right, 25 seconds on squat jacks or step jacks. I'll show you the modifications as we get started. Ready to go in 3, 2, 1, off you go. So the modification would be a tap in the center. So take out the jump and step your foot to the middle. So your harder option is to jump your feet in and out. Your modification will be to tap that one out and still touch the floor with your fingertips. I've not checked the volume. Oh, there we go. That's a relief. Okay, down on the floor. Again, if you find this one too much on your wrist, you can do it on your elbows as another option. Off you go. Or again, if you hold on your fists, I don't like that one quite as much, but you can do that if you're holding. If you're jumping, you kind of got to be on your hands. So keep your hips a little bit lower if you can. Good, Anthony, nice. Your knees need to be a little bit nearer the floor. That's where it jumps and hits in your quads. 3, 2, 1. So if you need to be up here to do the jumps, guys, come down and walk it out. It's going to hit your quads, these muscles. Plank, off you go. So again, your modification with your plank are on your knees, or if you're up on your toes, you can be on your elbows, but you can also be on your elbows, on your knees as well. Or you can go between the two, so sometimes I might do a plank on my knees, then try and lift up onto my straight leg one for a couple of seconds, then come back down and jump back and forth. Okay, back to squat jacks then. Did I tell you how many times we're doing this? 3. Number 2, let's go. So 25 seconds, you've got a little bit of feel for the moves now, so you know what the exercise entails, and you know how long that 25 seconds feels. Although 25 seconds now might feel different to move number 3 in round number 4. So keep jumping as best you can right now. Keep working nice and steady. Final one, good job. Okay, triple bear. This one is a tough move, okay? So remember, walk it out. Anthony, can you demo the walk for me? So step your feet to the side, then step both feet to the middle, step both feet to the other side. So that's still really tough, especially if you keep your feet, knees a little bit lower, and don't step quite as far. So it doesn't need to be a big distance that you travel. Anna's got miles. She's like, I got this. Plank. That was pretty good. You're making it hard for yourself. I was trying to make it simpler. To be honest, because it's hard to know how far you've gone because you can't really see what you're doing. We all do tend to look at our feet and legs at that one actually. I'm really bad for that. I need to look down and forward so my neck stays in a better shape. I'm too busy checking my feet are still there. Oh, I nearly bailed in that, didn't I? I nearly skipped the last bit out. Right, squat jacks then. Third and final time through this sequence. Ready, set, go. So try and pick up the pace of the jump in and out. So I said this last week in the third and final set. See if you can jump in and out a little bit quicker, still alternating the fingers and hand that tap the floor. You've got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, done. Okay, triple bear. You maybe want to do a combination of jumping and stepping with these ones as well. Off you go. I was just busy trying to catch my breath there. Okay, so I need to keep my knees a little bit lower, and I also need to look ahead of my fingertips. So I'm really tempted to look back towards my toes, which just lifts my bum. So look ahead of your fingertips, but between them. So I should be looking about there, not there. Okay, so there, keep your knees a bit lower, there, backside in the air. Plank, off you go. My quads are quite tired. Right, just checking out what was next and see if I think it was a reprieve. Not sure it is. Why does doing this last Monday seem like such a long time ago?
Because it was a long time
Oh,
ago.
apparently so. So my back straight. Yes, hips. Okay. Right. Okay. I didn't hear that, was my knee. Okay, so round 1, done. There are 4 rounds in total. They follow the same format. So there are 3 exercises which we do 3 times through. Round number 2, 3 new moves. Catches. This is not a burpee, remember, Anne-Marie, so you can do it. Start with your feet wide is really important, because otherwise your body gets in the way. So hands come down, you jump back into plank, you jump back into a low squat, and imagine you're catching your baseball. So jump back and forth, catch your imaginary baseball. You can walk it as your option. Bicycle knees is, look at my body parts. Hands to temples, right? And then knees to elbows. So you stay in like a little V-sit and you move side to side. And what's last? Oh yeah, I was quite enthusiastic about these last week. Might not be so enthusiastic today. So high-low plank with a plank jack or a jump in the middle. So start in high plank, jump your feet in and out, drop to low plank, jump your feet in and out, push back up to high plank, jump your feet in and out. And obviously that a little bit more of a pace. Okay, I explain those quite slowly, so you've got a whole bunch of extra recovery. Catches. Ready? Sit low, stay low. So modification, guys, is to walk back, walk in, and rise. If you find this tough on your wrists, so I'm doing this to help somebody in particular, then just slow it down. So the bits that tough is when I jump down onto my wrist. So make sure you don't jump down onto them, but you place your hands down nice and softly, and you lessen the impact, go through your wrists and your forearms. Okay, come round onto your bottom, knees out in front, feet out ahead of them, sit back, and off you go. You right now? Good. So, little twist side to side. Your legs aren't moving that much actually. Just a little move in and out, and send that elbow to the opposite knee. So you get a little bit of a twist, and your foot pushes away from you. Last 7 seconds. Try and keep working all the way through to the end. 2, 1, roll, rest. I nearly stopped before the end again. Right. Doesn't matter whether you start up or down plank, or just hold a plank is a great option. So jump and then drop. Jump or step the feet and then push back up. So if you need to, you can walk or tap that little movement with the legs. You don't have to jump it. You can decide also to stay in one place. You may want to stay up here and do a jump, pause and take a breath. Do another jump, pause and take a breath. Okay? So do any variation or part of the exercise you can manage, okay? As long as it looks a little bit like it. Catches, we ready? So jump back and forth, keep those hips nice and low down. So drop your butt, your hands stay high. So back and forth with the legs is fairly quick, but then pause for a moment in that catcher position. So just for a split second, and then jump back and forth again. So that's where you're loading and working the legs here. Nice, okay. Come back round again. I've chosen not to give you any rest in between the rounds as well. You may have noticed that. Okay, off you go. Again, this is a little bit of a chance to catch your breath. So you're not jumping around like a nutcase. I mean, like you're working hard. You're just slowly moving side to side. Your obliques and your abdominals are engaged and working really hard. Good. Get those knees a little bit higher up, Anthea. Good. Yeah, good. Push that foot away, nice. Last 3, 2, 1. Okay, right on this one. If you can do the full move, great. If you can only do a section of it, fine. Off you go. Jump, drop, jump, lift. Or any bit of that that you can manage. So jump or step. And remember, you can also stay in high or low plank if that feels a bit better for you. As long as you're working hard and engaging your core and using those arms as well, I'm A-okay with that. Okay, how are we doing? Okay. You like that one? Yeah, I think we've still got round 3 to go. My hip flexors, oh yeah. Okay, down into your catcher. Sit those hips low. Lift your chest and hands up. So back and forth with the legs and feet. Good job, Lily. Sit a bit deeper into that squat, Lil. So get your bum down, almost level with your knees. Get that chest up nice and high, good. So sit those hips low. Raise those hands up. Good. The hands up is really just to lift your head and chest. Otherwise you stay in this kind of position. So the catch is just to bring you up into a nicer shape. Right, we've got a couple more moves to go this round. Then we get a little bit of extra recovery before we change the exercise of the game. I think some of them are easy next time. We get a little bit of a change at least anyway. You've got another 7 seconds here. Then we've got that final plank jump to finish off this round of 3. 2, 1, nice. Spin around. Final set of these, guys. So again, as I've been saying, do as much as this one as you are able. So jump, drop. I need to remember to change the hand that I push back up with, because I'm very one side dominant. So I need to make sure that I push myself back up with both hands and not just favour my stronger side. Keep going. How are we doing for time? 3, 2, I'm going to do a bonus jump. There we go. Okay. You can do that as well. So I knew I didn't have time for the down, so I just chucked in another jump. Okay. Right. Round 3. Your 3 moves in this round are running on the spot. Now, I did these box jumps last week. I'm not sure that I was very good at them, to be honest. Right. I'm going to show you 2 options. So you're going to jump forwards, jump sideways, jump back, not onto your iPad, and jump sideways. Your harder option will be to come down into a squat and jump round, and then jump back round. Do it in a few rotations, okay? Or a few jumps, sorry, for that single rotation. And then push-ups is your final move. So most of you on your knees, down and back up into your push-up, okay? If you find that too much here on your wrist, you can do the move against the wall. So lean in against the wall, probably can't see me, and then come up and down against the wall. It's a little bit less pressure through your hands and a bit of an easier move as well. But you're still working the same set of muscles in your chest and shoulders. Running on the spot in 6 seconds. Are you ready? Whew. Good. Right, jogging or running, or if you don't want the impact, you just take out the landing and you march. But march with a bit of conviction and make it look like you're working hard. Okay, off you go. So don't mind which one you're doing. Just work as hard as you can. And I can't see you, so you can do what you like. 2, 1, rest. There, okay. I'm going to do the jump round the square one first, okay? You guys can do whichever variation you like. Lillian will probably do the harder one. Okay, so jump, travel, jump back, sideways. The trouble I've got is I can jump forwards more than I can jump backwards. So I actually need to make myself jump a little bit less far, otherwise I'm going to end up travelling off the screen. That might not be a bad thing for you guys though, huh? Final one, I'm going to go backwards. Nice, okay. You right, how's your quads?
Sorry.
Oh man.
I'm in achy. Tired.
Push-ups. Off you go. No, sore achy's okay. Sore tired's okay as well. Especially if everyone's been doing a whole stack load of gardening or walking and cycling at the weekend. My shoulders are also quite tired. Must be that riding a bike business. Maybe I was using the wrong body part. Nice. Okay. I like leaning down. It's hard work. Right, how are we doing? Right on the spot. Ready, set, off you go. Right. This is where it gets a little bit tougher, guys. So we've done 2 out of 4, but we're not in the last round yet. So we're starting to get a little bit tired. It's like when you're 3/4 of the way through a race. You're like, oh, I'm a bit tired now. So this is where we've got to dig in. Keep the person next to you going, or make me go a bit quicker. 3, 2, 1, well done, okay. Right, box jumps. Right guys, dig in. These exercises are a little bit tougher. So work as hard as you can. Get this one done, off you go. So jump round, pause and jump back. Try not to stay too long in the jump. So you're pretty light and quick on the floor. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. How are we doing for time? Anyone see the clock? No. Oh, apparently there's more seconds. Good job. Okay, last set. Last one, I mean, push-ups. Then we go back to the top for the last time. Ready, set, off you go. Right. So you know what you got to do. Good job, Lil. Keep that back nice and straight. Good push-up, Anthea. I should move back. Anthea's push-ups are much better than mine. Lovely. Much stronger position than me. Right, we've got 7 seconds. You get your chest a little bit lower. Nice. I just cheat by dodging my nose towards the floor. Right, 3 seconds. Run on the spot, last time. Last time through the set, okay? Right, get each one of these moves done, then we're into the final block. Okay, we've made you work, they've not contributed, have made you work a little bit harder today, because we've gone a little bit longer. So keep pushing, guys. Keep working hard. You've got 7 seconds. Can you go a little bit faster? 3, 2, 1. Of course you can. Right, box jumps. Everyone's like, no. Right, here we go. So sit low, jump those legs round. I think my quads are having a conversation with me. As for go a bit sumo, it's not quite as bad. If I go a bit narrower, it's a bit more sore. Wonder what the last 3 are in this round, in this session, I mean. I think they're as bad as what we've done so far. Last little bit. Final jump. Woo! Okay. Push-ups. Love a push-up. Right. Okay. Final set, guys. Try and keep moving all the time. So to make it easier, slow it down. To make it harder, barely stop at the top and bottom of the push-up movement. So to make it a little bit tougher, hopefully I'm continuously moving up and down in that move. Ah. Okay, how are we doing? We're right? Fourth and final round. 3 rounds done, final one. We start with a familiar one that's not too bad, okay? So skaters is your first move, or your lateral or side steps, if you want to take out the impact of the jump. Sumo squats is move number 2, so that's the wider stance squat. Feet and knees turned out. Encourage your knees to travel out over your toes and sit your bottom down in between. Try and bring your thighs to somewhere near parallel to the floor. And then your third move of this block is a plank walk. But again, you can do any variation you wish. So hold a high plank, fairly straight. Then take a few steps to the side. Then once you've done just a few steps that way, take a few steps back in the other direction. Try and keep your hips pretty steady. Is that pretty straight? Okay. So the challenge is to keep your body pretty still. So you stay pretty still here through my lower back and across my pelvis. Hold a plank, any variation you wish, or try a couple of walks and then hold as well. So do any little combo you like. Ready to go in skaters. 3, 2, 1, off you go. So yeah, if some of these moves are a bit too hard, you can do them for maybe a couple of reps and then change to a modification. That way you get a little bit stronger. So if the modification is a bit too easy, but the full one for the whole time is a bit too hard, you can do a bit of both. And I do the same when I'm working out as well. Nice. Okay, sumo squats. Turn your toes out a little bit. Turn your knees out as well. Ready, set, off you go. It's like when you go for a run, you slow down, don't you, to save yourself a bit. Or when you go on a long ride, you slow down a bit.
Sometimes you never speed up.
Just conserve energy. I didn't feel like I was speeding up on a run yesterday. Felt quite slow. I think it's because the wind had changed direction, that's what it was. It wasn't me. It was definitely the strength of the wind. I mean like the breeze, nothing else. Right, plank walk. Hold that high plank and then travel little steps, your hand and feet to the side. So slow this one down. Do as best you can to try and keep your body nice and steady. And like I said, if this one's a little bit too much, you can come down onto your elbows and just hold a plank for a moment or two and then jump back in with that lateral walk. I've got a little cheeky plank circle thing lined up for you tomorrow. So you need a little bit of space in your room that's kind of like the length of your body and then a little bit more. It's going to be a problem in the Johnson household, isn't it? Off you go. Then we have to have like one in the front garden and one in the back garden. Who was I meant to give a shout out to today? I take it Kirsten's there. Has Kirsten missed a workout?
No, she's going to get a big...
Oh no, she missed Pilates because she had to go to Sterling.
Oh, yeah.
Has anyone else not missed one? I think Anne-Marie's done most of them. Jill's done loads. That's one, good job. Okay, sumo squats. These two have done them all.
Yeah. They're not Pilates.
Who did seated exercise that I thought was quite amusing? I'm sure someone that was really not quite ready for that yet had a go at it. Anyway, the seated exercises, this is a bit much. Right, how are we doing? Is this the final round of these? Oh no, this is the second round of these, isn't it? Has anyone been paying attention? How many of these have we done? Do you actually know?
No, no idea.
Yeah. Is this the second time we've done these?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Anthony has been paying attention. I clearly have been napping around nothing. Right. I've been trying to think who's done most of the workouts, other than Jill and Kirsten and Sue. Kirsty Andrews has done quite a lot, you know. Ruth's done quite a lot too. Who else?
We need to get Nicola uninjured.
Oh yeah, Nicola had a bad back. I was hoping she might be recovered. Maybe not. Oh, and Yvonne's had a bad shoulder. Nothing to do with my workouts. It was entirely unrelated. Likewise with Nicola's injury, there were whole domestic household tasks. Right, last set of skaters. Then we've got 8-minute abs. don't really know why 8 just seemed like a nice roundy number.
Just made it not 10 to persuade me to take part.
No, it is a roundy number. I quite like 7. That'll be my favourite number, but that wasn't quite long enough. But 8 will do. We'll just do 7 plus 1. Right, last set of these. A little bit quicker right at the end. Oh my goodness, I only fell on the carpet. This is a disaster. What is the trip hazard? Oh, there wasn't one. Right, sumo squat. Last set. Ready, set, off you go. Oh yeah. Right, oh. There's a problem, guys. I've only got one more countdown on my clock. Bear with me. We're going to have to do a little manoeuvre. When it beeps at the end, it's not the end. Don't get excited. We've got plank walk to go. Wait for it. 3, 2, 1. Right, okay, we're back on it, right, 10-second countdown. No, oh, 10 seconds, I've got it, I fixed it. You still get your 10-second rest, and all that means. Right, off you go. So you pre-program in a certain number of rounds. I'd obviously not programmed in enough. That implies I'm making you do more work than I felt was suitable. By one set exercise, right. These are your last 10 seconds of this move. Keep working, guys. Push through right to the very end. Hips down a fraction, Lily. 3, 2, 1. Right, now it's the end. That's like the end. Okay, right. I think we might just bash on with 8-minute abs now. We won't bother pausing it. We'll just go for it. What do you think? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. What's the worst that can happen? So if you want to have a stretch while we do 8-minute abs, then go for it. Where's my plan? Saves Lily loading up 2 videos. Right. Okay. 8 exercises, 1 minute each. Andy, get off your couch. Or you can do it in the morning, I guess. Right. There's 8 moves. They're going to be 56 seconds each. That gives you a 4-second transition on my time. If you want to join in, get on the mat and get on the floor now. We're starting with crunches. Feet up or feet down, whichever you like. Ready, set, go! Right. So those of you who want to watch and stretch and have a drink and a snack, that's nice. But if you could spare me 8 minutes, or even 4, why don't you half of them? What's the worst that could happen, huh? Right. I can tell you what the worst could happen is move number 4. That's the worst thing that could happen to you. We're going to do windscreen wipers next. I've done these for ages. How do you fix with those?
Oh, I like them.
Oh, Auntie's going to demo windscreen wipers beautifully.
No, I didn't say that. I said I like them. I didn't say I could demo them.
56 seconds is feeling like an awful long time. What was I thinking? I'm going to sort my feet up just for a bit of banter, a bit of change, because I'm bored of my feet down. I've still got 11 seconds to go. Right, I'm going to quickly demo the next move as you transition and take a rest. So you're going to need to put your feet up in the air next, and we're going to do windscreen wipers. Rest. So plant your arms down to the side, legs over. Oh yeah, legs back. I'm now going to bend my knees, because apparently I can't do that. So use your arms at the side. Most of you will need to bend your knees unless you're Anthea, who's obviously just bossing these out like not a problem in the world. But she get her legs a little bit lower to the floor. Grumps. She's pulling a good face about it. Right, how are we doing, guys? Oh, right, that'll be 27 seconds gone then. Hey, you've got a big enough space in your living room or wherever you're at, because this is going to be a little bit violent if there's someone next to you. Andy and Debbie are going to take each other out with this one. This is going to end in a head injury, I think. Right, what's next? All slow-mo Russian twists. Right, how are we doing? 10 seconds. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah. Keep moving, guys. Keep moving. Legs over, legs back. I suggest you bend your knees. Now she's determined to keep going to the end. 3, 2, 1. Sit up. So we're going to do Russian twists, but super slow. Ready? Off you go. So slow it down. Touch the hands down one side and then move around the other way. You can put both feet down on the floor if you wish, or have your feet or 1 foot off the ground. Keep going, nice and steady. Not as quick as you normally go. Reach your hands over to the side and then back over the other way. Oh man, I think I might put my feet down for a bit. My quads are killing me, never mind anything else.
Right, how are we doing, guys? What are we doing for time here? We've still got 20 seconds to go. What's happening? There's still ages to go. Why does this feel like such an eternity? Right, where are we at? 8 seconds. Oh, man. Right, we'll keep going. Well, I lied. It's still 6. Sorry, that was a mini fib last time. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, right, lie out and then bring your knee in. So pull in, one hand then the other. Oh, this is going to be sore after a minute. Right, I'm going to need to have a rest after a bit of this one for sure. Oh, yeah. Pull you. Yeah, this one's a bit brutal. You've got to try and keep your heels off the ground if you can. But it's a little bit painful. Anthea seems to have stopped. She did really good windscreen wipers though, is what I was thinking. Goodness me, keep moving, keep lifting. If you need to put your heels down, then that's a great modification. But just try and keep moving in and out as best you can. Oh my goodness, still another 20 seconds to go. What is happening here? There better be a plank next, all I can say. Oh, it's a side plank, and if that's any better. Right, I'll try and lift my heels off the ground for the last little bit. Last 7 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness. Right, how are they? Right, side plank, hip drop. So bring your hip down and bring your hip up. You can do it on your feet. I'm not going to. Right. Oh, Lily's doing it on her feet. Perfect. Right. So make sure the elbow is beneath your shoulders. Bring your elbow back a tiny bit, Lily, underneath you. And drop your hip down and then push it back up. I'm just going to hold a side plank for a minute because I need a rest, quite frankly. Right. I think we're going to do this on one side for the 55 seconds, 56, whatever I said it was. Then we're just going to flip over and do the same move on the other side. So drop that hip down towards the ground and then push that hip up. This feels worse than the whole HIIT class. Right, how are we doing? You've still got 10 seconds. How's your obliques? Right, how are we doing? 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a small pause in the middle and then go round the other way. Goodness gracious. Ready, off you go. So lift up. So you're onto the other elbow and drop the other hip down, obviously, and push it back up. I'm going to check what's next in a vague hope that it's a bit better. Oh, not really. Right. We've got a couple of planks to finish up and then we're done. So we're just coming up to 5.5 minutes work, which suddenly feels a lot worse than the 25 minutes of HIIT. How's Anthea doing? Perfect. So drop your hip down towards the ground and then push up. Your glutes are going to be assisting here as well, but you've still got, oh man, I mean, not long, not long. Last little bit. Good job. Lily, come to your knees if you need to, pal, and keep working. Good, good, good. Oh, she's determined, she's determined. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a rest. Lily did the full thing for the whole time. Right, on your hands, reach forwards. So wide stance with your feet, narrow with the hands. What's the final move? Oh yeah, I've got it. It's on my call. Right. So remember, you can be on your elbows if you want, or you can be on your knees as well. So we've got these final 2 moves. We're 6 minutes 20 into the 8-minute session. At the end of a 25-minute session. How many people do you think have bailed by now?
Everyone.
Everyone apart from Kirsten. Yes. And maybe Jill. If you're still going, you can put at the end, I kept working. If you gave up, you can maybe put which exercise you gave up at. Right. I don't care, just tell us. Be good to know if you're there. And be good to know if you made it to number 5, 6, 7 or 8 as well. 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, hold a high plank. When I say down, onto your elbows. When I say up, onto your hands. Up, go. Right. How are we doing? Whew. 55 seconds. Down. Elbows. Remember, you can be on your knees if you want to be on your knees. Squeeze that belly button up. Keep your back straight. Up. Onto your hands. Go. Keep that back nice and strong and straight. Squeeze your core. Down. Elbows. Up. How have we got there? Down.
It's like commanding a dog.
Up. Don't make me 3, 2, 1. Well done.
Good job. How are we doing? Do you like those little bonus ones? It was that and before. Right. I think you should go and stretch by yourself because Anthea needs to be like hovered out of the room. Right. Good job, guys.